Solace. Ooh, I'm liking this design already. Let's go. All right, let's see it.
Perfect. So I'll get started right away. First of all, I'm sure it's not a surprise to any of us that the number one things teachers want to improve regarding e-learning is learner engagement. And so it only makes sense that after 2 amazing Hack and Design days, Team Solace is presenting Jurassic Primary, a tool that helps children engage in remote education. So the main topic that we are exploring with this hack is how can we create a more engaging classroom experience in this new remote world where students can easily have their mics off, cameras off, never participate in the chat, be silent in breakout rooms, all of that. So we got started with brainstorming with a little Jamboard where we threw out any ideas of problems that students may be facing and what the biggest problems were. So we voted on the biggest problems that we thought was challenging our students and making them not want to go to e-learning. So after we have that down, we voted on our target age to kind of cater our audience a little bit. We decided on the age group of around 6 to 11-year-olds. And so we created an app as well as a laptop interface. And our user journey would look like this. So our teacher would be able to select a lesson, whether that be like a Google Slides or a workbook that they have. They send that to the class. So in real time, the student can see them share that slide once they open the lesson. Once the teacher starts teaching, the student can react with any emotions that they have. Like if they're totally getting the content, they can react with a smiley face or a sad face, or even ask questions in the chat as well. Teachers can also start a poll to kind of engage the audience a little bit. And the students can, of course, answer those polls. And most importantly, at the end of that class, the student will be able to receive an award that's given out by the teacher, and that will kind of incentivize them to complete homework after the class, as well as come to the next class, which is something that we really want to achieve. And then next, we're gonna talk about the tech used. So the front end was built with React. Solace was used to facilitate the messaging, and Plotly was used to compute and visualize the student data. Now I'm going to pass it off to Nicholas to give us a quick demo of how everything kind of comes together. And if you guys can please go to this link over here, can send it in the chat. Oh, it's up there in the chat. Let's see.
Yeah, thanks, Michelle.
Okay, perfect.
Can you just stop screen sharing so I can? Perfect, thank you. All right, hello everybody. I'm assuming you can see my screen. Okay, so basically what we built is 2 different interfaces. One obviously for the teacher and one obviously for the students. So let's sign in over here as the teacher. And over here you can see that there's all of the teachers' workbooks, the recently used workbooks, the students, stuff like that. Let's open one of the workbooks, which is basically what we're calling the classroom. So as you can see in the classroom over here, the things that the teacher is teaching today is about dinosaurs. And so we're going to log in as a student over here. Sorry if you can hear my dog bark in the background. So here you have your classes, you click on your class, and there you go. As a student, you're now signed in. As a teacher, you can switch slides, and as you can see, it changes instantaneously, and that's due to the power of the powerful Solace broker messaging system. So there you go. I can spam this around and everything, it will not break. In before the demo gods make this break before me. Anyways, so yeah, you can switch slides over here. Your students are going to see the different slides that you click. The students also have these little emotes over here. I hope you can see where I'm highlighting, but there's like a smiley face dino, a mid face, and a mad face dino. So if you start spamming here the smiley face, as you guys clearly have been doing, there's over here you can see how your students are feeling. So there's 188, 190, going up to 200 happy faces, but not many sad faces. Well, there's more now, but please stop. People aren't liking my presentation. Oh, people actually stopped. Anyways, and so as a student, you can also send different chats. So you can say, hello, you can submit, and you're going to see everyone's chats over here. We probably, yeah. And what else am I missing? We can also create polls over here, which is really nice. So if I enter a question like, what is the answer? Or which do you eat? And we're gonna do A, we're gonna do B, and we're gonna do C. And then I probably should have, and we're gonna create the poll. As a student over here, you can see appear the different answers. And so what would a shark eat? You know, I'm actually not sure what a shark is, but students can answer and you can see the answers coming in. So you have a whole full-fledged education system over here with so many more features so that young kids can stay entertained and engaged to be able to learn more effectively through online learning. And now I believe I'm passing it on to the analytics people to talk about this beautiful dashboard.
Hi, everyone. So Mark Halverson and myself, Ashner, we study data science, but we also have the benefit of having an educational background or either teaching or supporting teachers. So we wanted to focus on both qualitative and quantitative metrics. So this demo is really here to show you that live data that came in. So if you just scroll, if you scroll down, you can actually select an individual in the first, so maybe it's Grant, and then you can look at their previous lesson. So how they were feeling potentially here on lesson 1, or if there's a second drop-down menu where you can choose historical lessons. And you know, the intent here is that you could basically revise your future lesson plans or modify learning plans for your students in order to obtain student success. This is just the beginning, and you know, it's this idea going forward that I think can really that would be beneficial and valuable. So I'm going to pass it over to Michelle and Craig to talk a little bit more about the UX piece.
Just 1 minute remaining, by the way. Oh, is someone on mute?
You're probably on mute. Oh, Craig,
Okay, I can quickly go through the demo.
Okay.
Yeah, so first, when you log into the page, you see this menu that brings you to either the classes or the trophy room. So let's go into the classes. These are all the courses that I have for today, but I know that math will be starting soon because the door opens when it's time to join. So you see like a little dinosaur teacher telling you to go in. I'll click into the classroom. So this is where the live feed starts. So today we're learning about dinosaurs, and I have a question to ask. So I raise a little dinosaur hand on the bottom right over there. And then the presentation starts and I'm feeling really good. So I react with a happy dinosaur emoji. And then I can also see some polls that the teacher shares. So whenever the teacher shares a poll, it looks like this, and you can just interact with it, submit whatever answer, and you can see the results in real time when the teacher shares it. Perfect. And then now I'll pass it off to Craig to share how it looks like from the teacher's point of view.
Yeah, so just to give an idea of what the back end then would look like, we saw a lot of the front end, but if you were to log into as a teacher, you would see a dashboard that has all of your kind of lesson plans. You can start or set up a lesson by first reviewing the actual slides or your lesson, and then you can call the students, so they would be receiving a notification on their end of their application. They would then arrive in the class, then you can start the lesson, and then as you're going through the slides, then this gives you that live look at as far as engagement. You can move slides, you can create a brand new poll similar to what Nicholas had shown, and then you can also have pre-made polls as well. You can share these with your class, get the results live, and then pretty much go to ending the lesson. And once that's done, you can issue homework, gives you that quick engagement analysis that we had talked about, and then you just return back to your start.
That was amazing.